All right. I think I only have maybe Trish is my only YouTube friend on here tonight. I don't know. But I am on here and I see, let's see, I don't think it'll tell me. Trish, if that's you, hopefully that's you. And we're all good. Okay, let me get over here to Facebook and get that going live. And we should be good. Okay. My hair's not looking great, but hey, it's 9 p.m. What do we expect? Okay. All right. Let's see. I'm in the right. Here we go. Okay. I think I'm up and running on Facebook Live. And maybe we're all good over here on YouTube Live also. Great. All right, let's see if anybody's going to jump on. I'm a couple minutes early. Hey, Sylvia, so glad to see you. Hey, Donna and Kim. There's Sarah and Felicia. Oh, good. All my girls are getting on. I'm so glad. Listen, my hair is not great, but it is 9 o'clock. So, hey, Lynn and Donna and Christy. Oh, good. Allison and Ruth. Everybody's getting on. Awesome. It's late. I've been cooking. I've been cleaning. I've been starting laundry. Woo! It's been a long day. Hey, Joan. Good to see you. I wanted to get on a little bit early, make sure everybody's still awake. Let's see. Oh, Sylvia says, you should see mine. Talking about her hair. It's okay. Look, we are a sisterhood. We can look our best and we can look our worst and we still love each other. That's good. There's Wendy and Erica. That is awesome. Let's see. Any more comments? We've got just a few more seconds and we will get started. I'm so excited to tell y'all about this process. And whoo, oh, I just am so excited. Well, how have y'all been? How's your day been? I hope it's been good on this. It's Friday Eve, right? It's Friday Eve. It has been a busy day for me, but a good day as teaching at my university. Students are getting ready to graduate on Saturday, so things are starting to wind down just a little bit, which is nice. I hope you've had a good day. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just checking our comments over here, making sure that if there's some other friends getting on that I don't start too early. Donna said it was busy, but good in many ways. That's good. I like to stay busy because then the time moves by a little faster and you feel like you're making a difference, which is good. Okay, well, thank you from the bottom of my heart for agreeing to be on my first ever book launch team. I tell you, this has been some more process for me. I have spent the last 4.5 years working on this book. This book is such a special book to me because I share so much about my life. I share about my own personal struggle with worry and anxiety. I share about many vulnerable things that have happened to me, just sickness and things in my life, heartache, pain, and times when I felt completely trapped in a cycle of worry. I can remember times in my life where I couldn't do normal things because I was so sick and my mind just felt dark. Do you know what I mean? Like it felt like this dark cloud was following me and I could not get my joy back. I could not get my mind fixed on the things of the Lord, and my mind was fixed on the what ifs. What bad things might happen? The enemy just had me where he wanted me. I mean, certainly I was saved and a child of God, but I didn't know how to get out of the cycle of worry, and it sent me into anxiety and some depression. And it took me a while to pull out of it. And so here's the thing about this book. I think there are a lot of books out there that tell you what you should do to overcome worry and anxiety. They'll say things like, you just need to trust in God, or you just need to stop worrying. But what I have found is a lot of times we don't know how to do it. We know what we're supposed to be doing. Don't worry and trust in God. But we don't know how. Like, what are the practical steps? I don't have a button on my hip bone that says stop worrying that I can just push. I don't have a switch that I can just flip to stop my mind from spinning out of control in the what ifs of life. Can you relate? Can anybody relate to me on this? We know what to do. We should trust God. We need to know that He's got our life in His hand. But how do we do that? What does that look like? What steps do we take? How do we stop the enemy from having his way in our thought life? And so for me, I went to school for 6 years to get my doctorate degree in pharmacy. Okay. So I've spent most of my career studying the body and studying medicine, studying how medicine works, studying how our brain chemicals work, understanding how our body, how it metabolizes medications and things like that. And so this book is not about medication. There's a little section in the back about medicine, but this book is where I'm using my medical knowledge, what I understand about stress, what I understand about worry, what I've studied about anxiety, how our bodies respond, like what our bodies do when we feel that way. The book is going to explain a little bit of that. This book is based in biblical knowledge that I have and from studying God's word and devoting my life to teaching God's word and just having the desire in my life to rightly divide God's word. So this book, you're going to have steps, like what to do and how to do it. So we're going to look at things from my medical education, things from my biblical knowledge, and then my personal experience. Like what worked for me? What did God teach me? What are the things that if I could go back to when I first had my very first panic attack and my first bout of anxiety, which I like to describe as this wave of gloom and doom just engulfing your life. If I could go back and I could tell myself the things that I've learned now, oh, it would have changed my life. It would have helped me so much. So this book has been a labor of love, and I hope you're excited about it because I'm not trying to get rich off a book. This book is going to be sold where I'm not making hardly any money for Joytime on this book. This book is to help women break free from worry and get their life back. And that is what I hope you're excited about it too. So thank you for being a part of this team. Let me share with you how difficult this process can be. And I just want to share a little bit of my heart with you. And I hope you'll just bear with me as I share it with you. Okay. So this book, as I started writing it, I had a friend who had a lot of experience with publishing. You would know this person because this person, their family is well known in the publishing world. And so I had a little help along the way, a little bit help. How do you get this thing published? And so in the end, I had a book deal with a very well known publisher, a publisher that sells hundreds of thousands of books a year. And I was super excited about having a book deal. Like, wow, a real publisher wants this book. But when we got involved with the contracts of this publishing agreement, there's a lot of language in there about who owns what. And so this book, which is tagged to my ministry, Joytime is trademarked. I own the trademark for it. And I have a lot of things copyrighted. So I have Joytime Radio, where I do devotionals on about 2,000 radio stations. I have Joytime Ministries, where I have our events that we do once a year, our retreats that we do. I have social media with Joytime. There's lots and lots of arms of this ministry. And so I had a lawyer get involved, a publishing lawyer, to walk me through these very complicated contracts, because it's the publisher has got to have enough skin in the game to get enough of royalties and enough money that they're willing to stick their neck out there for you as the author. But in the midst of that, with my book agent, we just ended up, it didn't work because of who owns what and what would I have to give up from Joytime. So it was heartbreaking to know that this book deal didn't work out. But I have a peace about it because Joytime has been going strong for 11 years, and we just couldn't risk what it would mean for the ministry and what it would mean for the trademark and what I could do with radio and what I could do with other books and things like that. So I am working a different pathway for this book, not with that well-known publisher, and I need your help. So here's what I want to share with you on what I would like for this process to look like. And I hope that you will find this agreeable for you. And I hope that you will be excited about helping me launch this book. So here's how it will go down. The book is almost ready. I'm in the final editing stages, and I am this close to having it 100% ready. If you agree to be on this official team, then in the month of June, I will email you a free electronic copy of the book before it ever goes on Amazon or on any website at all. You will have a chance to read it. Now, it will be in a PDF copy. There'll be like a little watermark on it that says, "For the Joytime Sisters book launch team only." And I'll trust you that you won't share it with a bunch of people, and you won't do anything with it besides read it as a sister in Joytime. We're sisters together. So I'll send it to you in a PDF format in June, and I'll give you about a month to read it. And I want you just to open your heart up, and I hope that, as you read it, that you find a lot of useful tools that you can begin using right away to fight back against worry and anxiety. I hope it makes you smile. I hope it touches your heart. Then what will happen, I will do a pre-sale Kindle version on Amazon, and I'll hope to get that priced at 99 cents, okay? It'll be a pre-buy. So what will happen is the book launch team, I'll send you an email. I'll give you all these dates as they get closer. And because Amazon is so funny about how they move books up to be seen by more people, there's a little bit of a strategy to how we want to work that. I'll pick a certain day, and I'll ask you if on that day, if you would make that 99 cents purchase. That's the price I'm hoping to get the pre-sale Kindle version, okay? So I'm hoping that you would purchase the 99-cent Kindle version on that day. That way we'll have a lot of people buying it on the same day. There's a good chance that we'll raise it up into the Amazon algorithm, which means when it does go live, it will reach a lot more people because there's so many books available on Amazon. Then after that, in July, the book will go live. So the paperback book will go live where you can buy the book. And I would ask you that when it goes live, I'll be sending you emails. I'll post it to this group page on Facebook that you would agree to buy the book. I'll have it at a discounted price. Right now, I'm looking at $9.99. Y'all have spent 4.5 years writing this book. So I hope that you would feel that would be a good discounted price for this book. And I would ask you to buy a copy of it and order it. And then that book should come in pretty soon to you. And then you would have it. And then I would ask for you to do a review on Amazon, an honest review of what you thought about the book. And then the last thing is, if you love the book and you feel like the book is helpful and a book that you enjoyed and that you really got a blessing from it, I would ask you to share it on social media with your friends. It would be perfectly awesome if you would take a picture of yourself with the book, or maybe have the book on a desk and share it on your social media and let others know that you've bought this book, you've read the book, and anything positive that you feel about the book. And right now, I think we have women who have given me a preliminary yes on this launching team. I think we have 18 states, and I think there are 3 other countries. Now, not everybody may stick with it. You may decide after I've kind of laid out what I'd like for it to look like, you may say, yeah, I'm not really willing to to buy it for $9.99, or I really don't want to have to read it early. I mean, you may not like my terms. That's okay. I totally get that. That's why we're having this meeting. I want you to think about it and pray about it and see how you feel about that. The great thing is that I'd like for you to think about is, if you've been blessed at all by Joytime and you have seen God work in this ministry and it's been an encouragement to you, then I hope that you'll be a part of our launch team. I hope that it'll be something that you're passionate about. And I hope it'll be something that you want other women to read, because they're going to learn how to break free from worry. They're going to learn how, like, what to do. What steps can I take? How can I fight back when I am up at 2 in the morning because my anxious thoughts will not stop? What can I do at 2 in the morning to trust in God more? What does that look like? And I hope that you'll be excited about learning those tools that I had to learn the hard way and that God has taught me over the years of my life, and that it will be a blessing to you. So let me look right here and see what kind of questions we have. Anything. Okay, I'm seeing people say, I'm happy to do it. Yes, I will do that. Oh, y'all are just so awesome. Let's see, I've dealt with anxiety. I know what it feels like. Can't wait to get it. The price is good. Oh, good. I'm so glad I'm in. Great, 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 great. I'm excited to be it. Listen, I know people for some reason feel a little bit surprised when they know that I've struggled with worry and anxiety. I want you to know, when I was 31 years old, I had a terrible illness, and I write about this in the book. I tell you all about it in the book. And my son Sam was just a few months old, and my daughter Ellie was 3, and I could not get up off the couch. That's how sick I was. I mean, they thought I was going to die. I was in the hospital, in and out of the hospital. They called the family in. It was just a really, really hard time. I'm telling you, my husband, he was just amazing. He's a great guy, but I'm talking during this time, wow, he did everything because I couldn't do anything. And I couldn't go to work. And I remember, I can just still see in my mind me laying on my couch in our den with my Bible, crying, sobbing to the Lord because I was so anxious and I didn't know how to get better. And I remembered, because I'd had this awful sickness, and it just plunged me into a deep, dark time of anxiety and depression. And I was just cry out to him and say, God, what do I need to learn so that you will help me move on from this and get back to my normal life? And I would pray, and I would cry, and I would read my Bible, but those anxious thoughts just kept coming. And I want to share that with you in this book. And I'm hoping that for women who feel stuck in that, and I know what it feels like to be in a crowded room with people that you love, and you have this wave of anxiety and worry just come over you, and it grips you in your chest, like you feel it physically in your chest. And so people are kind of surprised when they know that I've gone through that. I guess because my name's Joy, but listen, I've been through it, and I understand it. I've lived it. I know how it makes you feel, and I know how worry is a joy stealer. Like, it robs your life of joy. It tries to steal your life away, and the enemy uses it to try to take away your happiness and all the joy that you feel. So I hope that as I share about that and share about so many things in this book, that it really will help people be set free from it. So any other questions that you may have from me, let me tell you what I'm going to do. So I had the Google form, and I've posted it to this page, our book launch team page. I did turn it off this week because I thought we had everybody who was going to sign up. And then I had someone message me today and ask me, she said, I want to sign up, but the form is not active anymore. I haven't responded to her yet, but I have turned it back on. So if you have not completed the Google form, I will need you to do that, because communication is difficult. Even with a group page, you don't always see it. You know, you can turn on your notifications so you can see everything I post, but sometimes it just gets lost in the feed on Facebook. So I'm going to be using the email addresses as our main way of communication. So do make sure you sign up for that. I'm going to turn that off probably tomorrow evening, and then we'll have our book team. Then what I want to do is I want to send you one more email now that you kind of know what the process is going to be, that you're going to get the PDF in June. I'm going to give you a month to read it. I'm going to ask you in July to pay the 99 cents to download the Kindle pre-sale on Amazon. Then I'm going to ask you on the launch day, which right now is set for the middle towards the end of July, I'm going to ask you to buy the book at a discounted price of either $9.99 or I may try to do $8.99. Then when you get it, I'd love for you to do an honest review on Amazon, and reviews are so important for how Amazon shows the book to other people. If you have the more reviews that you have, the better off you are as far as one of their authors. And then I'd like for you to take a picture of yourself with the book, or a picture of the book on a table in your house, and share it on Facebook and Instagram and share it with your friends, because you are going to be able to help this book reach so many more people. I could never do it on my own. So let's see. I've seen some other questions. Wilda says, all in. I knew you would be, my friend. Mary says, I'm looking forward to it. Great. Thank you, Donna. Okay, good. So I'll send you, make sure I'm clear. I'm going to send everybody another email probably next week with a quick little form that says, are you in? Just last call, okay? Because just because you signed up for the first time, now that you know the terms, you may say, forget it. This is not for me. I'll send you one more email next week. Make sure you click, yes, I'm in, and then you're in. And then you'll start getting some emails from me about the process, and you'll get that PDF version in June before it ever even goes live. Okay. Anything else? Okay, great. I just can't tell you how much this means to me. I have had Joytime Ministries for 11 years, and my very first little book was last year. I did a devotional, little Joytime 31-day devotional, and so many of y'all have bought that book, and many of y'all have reviewed it for me on Amazon. And I'm just, I work a full-time job outside of Joytime. And so to have this book be published with so much of my heart poured into it and so much vulnerability, like even my husband, Brian, said, as I was talking to him about this book, he said, I was telling him some of the stories that I was sharing. He said, you're going to share that story? I said, yeah. He said, isn't that kind of vulnerable for you? I said, yeah, but that's just, that's what ministry is. I mean, we're vulnerable with each other. We're walking life together, and nobody's life's perfect. And I want to share it with you because I want you to know how God has redeemed it. I want you to know what God has done in the darkest places of my life when I thought there was no way out of the darkness that I felt. He came in and he brought me out of it, and he restored me, and he redeemed me, and he gave me my joy back and just a new perspective on life. And he grew my faith, and he grew my confidence in him. And it all happened in the darkest valley of life. And how can we really walk life together if we're not willing to share our brokenness with one another? And we're not willing to say, hey, I know what you're going through. I've been through something similar. Doesn't that bring us comfort? We know that someone else has been through it too. And we learn from each other. Like, how did you get through it? What did you learn? How did God help you through it? And that's what we're supposed to do, is share with one another. Hey, let me tell you what God did for me. Let me share with you what I learned. Let me help you know how to control your thoughts and how to fight back against worry. And I just want to leave you with this thought. I got so sick and tired of worry stealing my life. And the enemy wanted me to curl up in a ball, go in a corner, and just lay there in the fetal position, to give up and not fight back, and to just be down for the count. But God doesn't want us to do that. God says, with me, you are an overcomer, and I will help you overcome. And so what I hope this book does is I hope that women are so sick and tired of being chained to worry and anxiety that they are ready to fight back, and they're ready to get their life back, and they're ready to get their joy back. And that's why I've named it. It's a prescription for joy. how to overcome worry in 5 steps. So I hope you're ready. I'm ready. Would you pray for me? I need your prayers. Would you ask the Lord to use this book and to bless it? And would you pray for me as the enemy continues to try to get me sidetracked, that we get this published and that everything goes smoothly? I can't do it without you. And I'm so grateful that you've agreed to be on this special book launch team. I just love y'all so much. Thank you for how you support me and encourage me. I'm so thankful. I tell you, and I mean it to the core of who I am, leading Joytime Ministries is one of the greatest privileges of my life. I hope you know how much you mean to me. All right, I love you so much, friends. Have a great night. Listen, I'm going to take a bath and get my pajamas on. Okay? You do the same, and I'll be in touch. Bye.